This book is, like the word says, Zwischenzug, which will be the intermediate move. It's a kind of intermezzo tactic. And in fact, it says in the subtitle, a comprehensive guide to intermediate moves in chess. In the back, in fact, it tells us about it, what an intermediate move is, right? Is the fourth ever comprehensive guide to the chess tactic, also known as the intermediate move or intermezzo. This exciting maneuver can catch an opponent off guard because it is against the expected run of play. You will learn how to spot Zwischenzug, when to look out for them, and how to set them up in your games. The book is beautiful in the fact that he has a lot of diagrams with the position to solve and the solutions. Okay, so you have here all the position to solve with the relative solutions, and of course there are some beautiful pictures dedicated to the players that are the most tactical in nature and that have created beautiful games that we can still see today. The book is quite comprehensive. I will, for this review, put some of the position, two or three position, ask you to solve them and see if you like it or not. So you can measure if it's worth it or not. Of your time. I believe every tactical book, especially selected by authors that are kind of title players, it's important because it aims to really teach you that part. With that said, I think maybe it was Fisher, I'm not sure, that said that generally tactics flow or comes out from a superior position, which means you must have a good opening that gives you the chance to create a tactic. If there are no tactics in that opening because it's a kind of drawish line, I doubt that you can squeeze water out of it, or whatever they say in English. In any case, let me start to put the fourth position. Okay, this position is puzzle number 1 in the book. The book uses a system of stars to give you an idea of how difficult the position is. This is 1 star only, so probably not difficult, right? It's a white to play. Under the diagram there is this writing, which is black is expecting a trade of bishops. Okay? Here with a continuation, g takes h4 and rook takes g6. What should white play instead? So pause the video and then I will give you the solution. Okay, it seems here the solution is simple. Notice that I honestly want to tell you my thing. It was silly from me, okay? I started to analyze this. And then I analyze after this move if I take what happens here, right? And so I calculated a difficult line because after this I calculated this. Then of course he would play this to avoid. You need to take here. It's a mess, you know. So this clearly didn't work out. And so, at a certain point, I understood that this problem was created by me because the meaning of this bishop was to keep control of the promoting square on b1. And so immediately I saw the answer. This is the answer, right? The problem, again, once more, I think in this kind of position is the fact that you find yourself in the middle of a game, but you don't know what happened to reach there. Because in my opinion, the white player, whoever it was, immediately had in mind this because he played all the game, and so for him some ideas were I don't know how to say clear, right? They were totally evident for him, but not for me, because unfortunately I had just a few seconds to acquaint myself with the position, while I don't know the white player how long he played up to reach there. It seems an end game, so maybe he could have played also a couple of hours. You understand? So this is what I find strange of tactic positions, that they want to feed us a solution, to find us a solution, but in reality in the game probably we would see it immediately, because we built all of this to reach there. While believe me, I really spent like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes analyzing what would happen after this and how I would stop this from promoting, and so it was stupid. It was stupid, but why? Because honestly I never saw this position in my life, right? And so I had to acquaint myself and understand the function of the pieces. What was the function of this bishop? How do you stop this thing from promoting, since there is this rook that is controlling here? That was interesting. So I like this position, and now I want to show you another position, obviously a little more difficult, okay? Okay, this is a puzzle number 16. It has 2 stars, and here it says black has just played 36 rook c1. So I don't know where was the rook, maybe here, maybe, but he played it here, okay? How does white get the advantage? So pause the video and try to see how white gets the advantage from this move, okay? Okay, sorry, I made a mistake, because the rook on b8 is not here, but is on c8. So that is a kind of big difference and kind of important. So again, puzzle 16, black has just played 36 rook c1. How does white get the advantage, okay? Okay, once more, sorry for misplacing the rook. Once the rook is there, it's clear immediately, because after rook takes c1, obviously, what do you do with this? You take it somewhere else, and after he does this, you get back, and so you have at least one pawn advantage, which is a big deal, okay? Let's see the thing. Yeah, I think he gave the same. Yes, he gave the same thing, and he said a desperado check, grabbing a handy pawn. This sequence gave Carlsen an edge in the endgame, and an edge is all he needs. He went to win from here. Carlsen Nakamura, London 2010. So this was a game between Carlsen and Nakamura. Obviously, we all know how dangerous is Carlsen in the endgame, and which also teaches us one thing, one truth, that we like it or not, that we must study the endgame like Carlsen if we want to become good players. Because would you be able to win from this position? Because this is also another thing. All these tactics, they teach us how to get an advantage. But if you are not able to convert from this position into a win, did you really gain anything? And let's go to the next position. I will give a total of 4 positions. Again, sorry for putting the rook on b8 instead of c8, okay? Okay, this is puzzle 22. Maybe you cannot see well these 3 pawns, but they are there, okay? So this is puzzle 22. With 19, bishop takes c3, black is hoping to trade off material. What is white's best move here? Notice puzzle 22 is a 3 stars, so even more difficult than the previous 2. Pause the video. I will also pause the video and try to find the right move, okay? Okay, here I look for various moves. Obviously b takes c3 wasn't the right one. I look for bishop takes e6, but I couldn't find anything which actually gave checkmate. And then I saw the move, which was queen g5. Why queen g5? Because this is blocked. This is blocked. Here I threaten to give a checkmate, and this is still hanging, okay? So let's see what they say. It was, yeah, queen g5, threatening mate on e7. King d7, bishop take e6, winning a piece. Black cannot capture the bishop because it would allow an instant mate. Obviously, if it takes on the e6, there is still queen e7 checkmate. So what did he play? And other good moves are rook, queen take g7, and okay, yeah. So what did he play? Because yeah, rook d7, cioè king d7 doesn't seem working, right? King c6. Okay, king c6. That's interesting. So b takes c3. Various other moves such queen e7 and queen g7 were also good enough. Black resigned, and full of moves later. It was Ebony Forgats in a championship in Hungary in 1907. So this is a game from more than 100 years ago. Okay, now I would like to show you the position from puzzle 24. Okay, I also think this puzzle 24 is interesting. So I will pause a second to put that position on the board. Okay, this is the last position. It's puzzle 24. Here it's always white to move. Look, in the book there are other positions where black is to move, but unfortunately they didn't rotate the diagram. While I did another review on a book that also was a chessable course. Here it's written that it's chessable. And in that review, I think it was a course on the Sicilian, all the diagrams were rotated from the black side, which is the right thing because it's the Sicilian, right? The Sicilian, we played it as black. So this is puzzle 24. Black has just taken a bishop on d5. What is the best continuation for white? And I pause the video and you pause it too, okay? Okay, this position in fact was a little more difficult. This is position 24 of the book. Why? Because we immediately see knight takes f6, right? But what do you do with knight takes f6? What precisely, how do you win? Because if the queen d7 wasn't on d7, you immediately know this, probably a checkmate, or this a checkmate. But the queen is on d7, so it's a little difficult to see. Well, in the book they say after g take f6, there is this, bishop h6, like I thought, yeah. Bishop h6, winning material due to the checkmate threats. If black moves the rooks or bishop away, it gives white time to position the queen to deliver mate via the g3 or f6 square, for example. Rook e8, queen f3, queen e7, queen g3, rook, king h8, queen g7 checkmate. Okay, so let's see instead what black did after bishop h6. He played f5, obviously trying to avoid the checkmate. Bishop take f8, and here he tried to save the bishop, bishop b7, and then bishop h6. Material up, Anand went on to win, and this was Anand Khalifman in Prague Rapid 2002. So clearly interesting game in which Anand prevailed thanks to this tactic. Now, the amount of positions and tactics that you have in this book is about more than 270, so you clearly have a lot to practice. Look, I remember Short, Grandmaster Short, that said tactics are fundamentals. You will make the difference in your games if you study tactics. That's why you should buy and study this book. Generally I try to do like this. I buy at least one book a month and I try to do it. Then obviously I fail and I buy another two books and continue like this. But the point is that if one would be disciplined or have a kind of life that allows him, I think to do a book a month would really help him or her to improve in chess, okay? So good luck with your chess. Hope you will enjoy this book.